Custom reports continue to get better and better for Pardot users and sales users alike. In this latest update, we show you how to create custom report types specific to the information that's coming through connected campaigns, which ultimately are going to allow you to surface a lot of information related to emails, forms, anything really marketing related coming through Pardot. You'll be able to surface it in a particular way to be able to show them and share them with the team across reports and dashboards. In this particular video, we show you how to create a custom report type to be able to show you email performance per campaign over periods of time.
Pardot Ninja.
In this video, we're going to show you how to build a Pardot email campaign overview report in Salesforce. So this report will be useful to show you a breakdown of each email's performance related to a campaign, as we may have more than one email in a campaign. And you'll be able to see things like click to open ratios, click-through rates, and so forth. So it's going to be really helpful when you're looking at a lot of data across a period of time and being able to organize it in a way that's meaningful for you. So to get started, the first thing you want to do is jump into setup, and you want to search for report types in the quick find box. And you want to now click on new custom report type. So the primary object for this report is going to be campaigns, and report type label is going to be engagement metrics on emails V2, and then we'll add a short description so that users will be able to understand what this report is about. So this report shows its related campaign. Store in the category campaigns, and just make sure you click on deployed here, and that will make sure that it's visible for your users to be able to create. Okay, so next step here is to define the report record set. So what we want to do here is, obviously we know campaigns are our primary object. We want to relate the list emails here. Click save. The next step will be editing the layout for this report. So here we'll have all the field layout properties for campaigns at the top and list emails at the bottom. So here you want to think about what you want to be visible when a user creates one of these reports. So as it's a custom report, really there's not many fields, only name will show here as default. So what that means is your users are going to have to add properties every time. So if you do want to save them a little bit of time and effort, what we can do at this point is make some of these properties default, so that they're always going to appear when this type of report is created. So I'm going to show you how to do that by selecting some of these here. And what we do is we just double click and check the checked by default box. So I'm just going to add some more things here. So I want to put in here subject. That's going to help us determine which subjects are performing quite well in terms of opens. We'll do opens as well. Unique click-through rate. Yes, unique opens, unique clicks. Type of email is good because that will tell us if it's an automated email or a list email, if you've got varying types of emails that are going out, and scheduled date. At this stage, scheduled date is the sent date. That's what it appears to be here. I think this is okay for now. All right, so from here, let's click save. And what we're going to do is, actually, before I do that, let me show you. If there was any properties that weren't available to you down here, you do have the option on the right hand side here to click into the fields that you're looking for. And if you wanted to, if you found anything here that you needed, you could just click on it and drag it across, and then you would be able to double click and make it default again. So that's quite useful if there's anything that you find that's missing. So once we're done here, we want to jump into our sales app, and we want to be able to create the new report now. All right, new report. So here is where we can choose the report type that we just created. So engagement metrics on emails V2. Okay, and across the top here, you'll see these are all the properties that we had selected and made them default. So they're our columns. Okay, and then all your emails are going to show underneath that. So to build this report and to best understand the data, it's good to actually group your emails by campaign or by campaign name. So you could do that by clicking into this group rows and clicking campaign name here. We'll refresh this and you'll see there's two emails. Okay, so if we scroll across here, when we're talking before about type list email, this is where it would show you if there was an automated email that had been sent as well. So once you go to the filters tab, you'll be able to filter, I guess some useful information. So here we want to make sure that for this report, we want it to be all campaigns. And we also want to make the created date, let's just do it for previous FQ, and we'll apply that, and we will just refresh the page. So we can see now for last quarter sort of a summary of the email campaigns and the performance. So the name of the email, the subject line, type of email it is, total opens, unique clicks, and so forth. Now what we can also do here is we can actually average some of these columns. So I'm going to do that by clicking the down arrow, click to summarize, and then click average. And once we refresh this, we will see that in the subtotal row, you've got your averages. Okay, so if you've got a couple or a few different emails, you're going to be able to get the average of them, which could be quite useful. So we're also going to add the average for the click to open ratio as well. And we will refresh. Perfect. Okay, so when you run the report, you'll see the averages that we just selected are going to appear at the top of the report. So let's say you want to have a look at your subject lines and do a little bit of a comparison as to what subject lines sort of perform the best. We've already got the subject field here. So what we want to do is we want to sort this here. We can do this by sorting by total opens and making sure that this little arrow is descending. Okay, and you're going to see which ones have actually performed better. And this is really useful if you've got, multiple emails that you're comparing against. You could also do this, instead of total opens, you could use open rate as well. And that will give you a really nice set of data. So the other thing we can do is we can sort of look at how, open ratios or open rates are sort of performing month on month. And to do this, we just need to do a little bit of editing in our report. So we'll jump back in here and edit. And we want to change this campaign name to schedule date. And we've got click to open ratio here, so that's great. And then we're going to refresh this. And with schedule date, I'm going to select this drop down arrow, group date by calendar month. Okay. So we've already got our averages in here. Just going to move this over a little bit and move this one over a little bit as well, just by dragging it. Perfect. Jump into our filters, all campaigns. Let's jump into the calendar year. See if we can get some more information here. Perfect. So we can see that if we're looking at our calendar year, we can really see from the click to open ratio, for example, because that's the metric that we're looking at here, how month on month the emails have performed. So now we can save the finished report. So you can just name your report. So per campaign. Oops, too many letters. And then, if you wanted to add another description, you could. You can select a folder for your reports. We'll just keep it here, and then we'll just save. And there you have it. You've now created an email performance report for your campaigns. And you've got lots of useful information here. And of course, you can customize this however you like. On the left-hand side, we're looking here by month. And you have the option to obviously click which order you want to display the information in, ascending or descending. You can add a chart. We find that the column bar graphs are the most useful for us. And you're pretty much done. Hope that helps.
Hey guys, thanks for watching that episode. We hope you got a lot of value out of it. Please don't forget to subscribe and engage with the content, because a lot of it is driven by you guys, the user. So we need to know your feedback. Cheers.